On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So after one, 6-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Williams. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Williams. Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up at about the 42. Play action now. It's Nix. Backs to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get... down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Williams. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Here's a 3rd and 10. On the toss, it's Williams. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk, going for it in their own territory.
I appreciate you giving me this win.
It's a turnover on down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Come on, set.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Set, cut.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Off he goes.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Claws red. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Packers.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Traymon Smith on the return. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. We'll go play action with Nix. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to...
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second. On 4th down, the Broncos send out Riley Dixon to punt. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
On the ready.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Hut, hut.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. DJ Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 50-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Set, ready.
We'll go play action with Love. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by P.J. Locke.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Broncos.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll run it with Williams. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be taken down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle. Second and 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they had a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll go down back at the 4.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, it's Nix. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4. And he will score! Game on! Bo Nix. Touchdown Broncos. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
14, Broncos game. Will Lutz to kick off.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They go three tight ends here on first and 10.
Down. Set. Go.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts.
Got it.
Here's second and 2.
Blaster. 6. Here we go.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at their
Here we go.
49-yard line.
Hut. Hut.
On second down, Love. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by P.J. Locke.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They come up for second and 2. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can before third down. On the ground, Williams. And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Denver.
They'll drop to throw. He will air this out, looking for certain.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
He's going to look downfield once again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. This one caught at the 4. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. It is 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Here's Nix to throw. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Big play coming up, 3rd and 7, and the crowd on their feet. That is caught, and he'll be taken down.
Bye-bye.
That is
You
gonna
tried
do
it. You tried it.
Comeback
I holler.
short. Time runs out. This game is over. So, it's a win for the Packers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.
Nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L